Hello, welcome to all. Myself, Dr. Dinesh Navle. In this video, we are going to be see that chemistry of carbonyl compound, in which we are going to be see the mechanism of different reactions. Reactions like benzoin condensation, Knoevenagel condensation, Claisen-Smith reaction, and the Cannizzaro reaction. So we are going to be see one by one carbonyl compounds in which we have to see the mechanism of the following reaction: benzoin condensation, Knoevenagel, Claisen, and Cannizzaro. Now come toward the first reaction. What is benzoin condensation? So this is the molecule which is called as the benzoin, having the structure of the hydrox group at the alpha position and two benzene rings are there. So this is a benzoin structure having the chemical name 2-hydroxy 1,2-diphenyl ethanone. 2-hydroxy 1,2-diphenyl ethanone. Now if you are going to be see that benzoin condensation in detail, so benzoin condensation, it is the condensation of the two molecules of the benzaldehyde to form a new carbon-carbon bond is known as the benzoin condensation. That means for benzoin condensation, the basic requirement of the starting material is the benzaldehyde or aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom like the aromatic aldehyde. So the catalyst that normally going to be utilized into the reactions is the cyanide ion. So aromatic aldehyde like benzaldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom, in presence of the cyanide ion as the catalyst in ethanol as the solvent, will give the formation of the benzoin as the product, and this reaction will be called as what? Benzoin condensation. For this reaction, cyanide ion is the catalyst and two molecules of the aromatic aldehyde will be utilized as the starting material. So this is also the same reactions. Two molecules of the benzaldehyde on reaction with cyanide minus ion as a catalyst in presence of water and ethanol as a solvent will give the formation of the benzoin as the product. So the benzoin condensation is the addition reaction involving the two molecules of the aldehyde. That is the basic requirement. The reaction generally occurs between the aromatic aldehyde or the glycols. This reaction produces an acetylene. In the classic application, benzaldehyde is converted into the benzoin. So this is the mechanism. In a mechanism, the cyanide ion which is going to be acts as the nucleophile will be added across the carbonyl carbon which is the electrophilic center and will give the formation of this intermediate. This intermediate, that oxide ion on reaction with water will give the protonation of the oxide ion and we are going to get formation of the cyanohydrin type of the intermediate. Again, the hydroxide ion which is going to be lost in this step will abstract the proton of this intermediate cyanohydrin and will give the loss of the cyanide ion, will give the loss of the water, and we are going to get the formation of the nitrile enolate type of the intermediate. So during this reaction, this intermediate will be act onto a second molecules of the benzaldehyde, same nucleophilic substitution reaction, and we are going to get formation of the another alkoxide ion, and which one with protonation will give the formation of intermediate, and which one subsequently loss of the cyanide ion will give the formation of the benzoin as the product. So in a mechanism, it is a nucleophilic reaction of the cyanide ion towards the carbonyl carbon, and two molecules of the benzaldehyde will be going to be utilized into the reaction. So another example for the benzoin condensation is the furfuraldehyde. So furfuraldehyde on reaction with potassium cyanide and ethanol as the solvent will give the formation of the benzoin condensation reaction. So this is another example in which aromatic aldehyde which is para-substituted group, so it is a 4-methoxybenzaldehyde on reaction with cyanide ion ethanol water system will give the benzoin condensation, and the name of this molecule is the anisoine. So these are also some of the example. This is the example of the two molecules of the anisole anisaldehyde on reaction with cyanidine as the catalyst and ethanol water as the system will give the formation of the anisoine. And furforaldehyde, two molecules of the furforaldehyde on same reaction condition can undergo the benzoin condensation, will give the formation of the benzoin condensation. So now we are going to be see the second condensation reaction, that is the Knoevenagel condensation. In Knoevenagel condensation, the basic requirement is what? It is the active methylene group. So this is the general representation of the benzoin condensation, Knoevenagel condensation. So Knoevenagel condensation is a nucleophilic addition of an active hydrogen compound to a carbonyl group followed by the dehydration reaction in which a molecule of the water is going to be eliminated. So this will be called as what? Knoevenagel condensation. In this reaction there is a elimination of water molecule, so it will be called as what? Condensation. The basic requirement is what? It is the active methylene compound on reaction with carbonyl compound like aldehyde or ketone will give the formation of the product with dehydration called as the Knoevenagel condensation. The product is often an alpha beta conjugated enone system. Knoevenagel reaction is modified of the aldol condensation reaction. It is a modification of aldol condensation reaction. The active hydrogen compound used should be the like ZCH2Z. That means both the Z group will be the electron withdrawing group, making this CH2 as the active methylene compound. And this is the general representation. This is the active methylene group where Z is the electron withdrawing group, making this carbon as the acidic proton, and which can easily give the condensation reaction with loss of water molecule, and we are going to get formation of the alpha beta unsaturated enone molecule. Now some of the active methylene group which are going to be utilized into the condensation reaction are the diethyl malonate, malonic acid, and ethyl acetate, ethyl acetoacetate, as well as the diethyl malonate. So this is the diethyl malonate, this is the malonic acid, and Z we have already discussed that Z should be the strong electron withdrawing group like cyanide, nitro, etc. Using a strong base in this reaction will induce the self condensation of the aldehyde and ketone. The carbonyl group which are going to be utilized into the Knoevenagel condensation will be preferably only aldehyde or a ketone. So like acetaldehyde, acetone can be undergo this reaction. The catalyst is usually a weak base amine like pyridine. Now this is the general representation of the Knoevenagel reaction. So in which we already discussed that active methylene group on reaction with aldehyde or ketone in basic condition will give the formation of the alpha beta unsaturated enone system. This is the Knoevenagel reaction. And if we will go for further application of this reaction can give the hydrolysis of ester, and we can get formation of the alpha beta unsaturated carboxylic acid. So formation of alpha beta unsaturated carboxylic acid is the application of the Knoevenagel reaction. So in simple language, Knoevenagel condensation is the nucleophilic addition of an active hydrogen compound to a carbonyl group like aldehyde or ketone, followed by the dehydration reaction in which a molecule of water is going to be eliminated. So that's why this reaction will be called as the Knoevenagel condensation, and the product is often an alpha beta conjugated enone system. So if you are going to be see the mechanism of Knoevenagel condensation, so first step is an enol intermediate is going to be formed. So as we have discussed into the previous slides that alpha beta unsaturated compound is going to be reacted with active methylene. So in first step, so active methylene group like diethyl malonate, which on reaction with the base, so because of the strong electron withdrawing group, this carbon is going to become the active methylene, and this proton is going to become acidic. So base is going to be easily pick up this acidic proton, will give the formation of the carbanion. That carbanion can give the formation of the enolate ion. So the first step of the Knoevenagel condensation is the formation of enolate ion. Second step, the step second is the enol form reacts with the aldehyde, and the resulting aldol undergoes the base induced elimination. That means in a second step, the enolate ion which has been formed into the first step will react with the carbonyl compound like aldehyde or ketone, and the resulting compound form will be the aldol product, which on dehydration will give the formation of the expected product. So this is the first step that we already discussed into the previous slide, formation of enolate ion or the carbanion. So that carbanion is going to be attacked towards the aldehyde or ketone, will give the formation of this intermediate. This alkoxide ion will pick up the proton from this conjugated acid of the piperidine, and we are going to get formation of this intermediate. So there is a OH and this hydrogen. So this OH and this hydrogen will be lost as the water molecule in presence of the piperidine as the base catalyst, and we are going to get formation of alpha beta unsaturated enone system. So this is the Knoevenagel condensation. So what is the scope of Knoevenagel condensation? The scope of Knoevenagel condensation, it is that it is the key step in the commercial production of the anti-malarial drug like lumefantrine. Knoevenagel condensation used in the synthesis of the conjugated enone, which serve as the key intermediate in various reactions. The next reaction that we are going to be see is the Claisen-Smith reaction. Now, if you are going to be see that Claisen-Smith reaction, this is a general reaction for the Claisen-Smith reaction. The reaction between an aldehyde or ketone having an alpha hydrogen atom with an aromatic carbonyl compound which does not contain an alpha hydrogen atom is called as the Claisen-Smith condensation. So if you are going to be see that the basic requirement for Claisen-Smith reaction is what? Aromatic aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom. On reaction with aldehyde or ketone which contain alpha hydrogen atom in basic condition will give the formation of the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, is called as the Claisen-Smith condensation. So the basic requirement is what? Aromatic aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom, and another one is what? It is the aldehyde or ketone which contain the alpha hydrogen atom. So the Claisen condensation, Claisen-Smith reaction, so this is the aromatic aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom, it is a 4-methoxybenzaldehyde. Another aldehyde or the ketone, especially ketone which contain the alpha hydrogen atom, on reaction with base sodium hydroxide will give the formation of the Claisen-Smith condensation. So this is the general representation for the reaction with acetone as a molecule. So acetone on reaction with benzaldehyde, so two molecules. One is aromatic aldehyde which does not contain the alpha hydrogen atom like benzaldehyde, and another molecule is the aldehyde or ketone which contain the alpha hydrogen atom. In basic condition will give the formation of the product. So this is the Claisen-Smith condensation reaction. If you are going to be see the mechanism, in mechanism reaction is base catalyzed. In first step, base is going to be abstract the proton from the aldehyde or ketone which contain the alpha hydrogen atom, will give the formation of the carbanion, and this carbanion which is in the conjugation with the carbonyl carbon will give the formation of enolate ion. So in the second step, the carbanion or the enolate ion which is formed will react with the aromatic aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom and will give the formation of this intermediate. This intermediate on reaction with dehydration will give the formation of the alpha beta unsaturated ketone is called as the Claisen-Smith condensation. So the first step is what? Formation of the carbanion, which then follows the gives the enolate ion. And that in the second step is what? It is the nucleophilic addition of the carbanion or enolate ion towards the aromatic aldehyde, and in last step there is a dehydration of water molecule. We are going to be get the formation of Claisen-Smith reaction product. So the next reaction which we are going to be see, which is the Cannizzaro reaction. So what is the Cannizzaro reaction? So the aldehyde containing no alpha hydrogen atom undergoes the self oxidation reduction disproportionation reaction in basic hydrolysis, or the nucleophilic addition reaction will be called as the Cannizzaro reaction. So the basic condition is what? Aldehyde or ketone which does not contain the alpha hydrogen atom, which will undergo the self oxidation reduction reaction in basic condition, and we are going to get the formation of the product as the salt of acid and alcohol. This reaction is called as what? Cannizzaro reaction. First, the catalyst or the base which we are going to utilize either sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. The starting material reactant which going to be utilized is the any aldehyde or ketone which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom, and the product will be the salt of acid and alcohol. So this is the general representation of the Cannizzaro reaction. Two molecules of the aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom in basic condition will give the formation of the acid or salt of acid, and alcohol as the product will be called as the Cannizzaro reaction. So the starting material will be preferably the aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom, and the base which we are going to utilize is the either sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. So it is the one molecule of aldehyde is going to be reduced, and the another molecule of aldehyde is going to be oxidized. So that's why this reaction is called as what? Self oxidation and reduction. So two molecules of the aldehyde is a basic requirement, out of which one molecule of aldehyde will undergo the oxidation, will give the formation of the product as the alcohol, and another molecule of aldehyde will undergo the oxidation, will give the formation of carboxylic acid. So we are going to be having the general representation. Two molecule of the aldehyde in basic condition, one product is a reduced product, reduction product is the alcohol, and oxidized product is the carboxylic acid. So benzaldehyde on reaction with base like potassium hydroxide in methanol as a solvent will give the formation of the potassium salt of the benzoic acid and the benzyl alcohol as the product. So the Cannizzaro reaction is the redox reaction in which two molecules of aldehyde are going to be react into the primary alcohol and salt of the acid. The reaction begins with the hydroxide ion attack onto the carbonyl group, followed by the deprotonation to give the dianion. This unstable intermediate release a hydride anion which attack the another molecule of the aldehyde. In this process, the dianion converts to a carboxylate ion, and the alkoxide ion then will give the formation of the acid and the alcohol as the product. So if you are going to be see the application of Cannizzaro reaction, so Cannizzaro reaction is going to be applied for many of the aldehyde, especially which does not contain alpha hydrogen atom. It only work with the aldehyde that are non-enolizable, does not have any alpha proton. In case of aldehyde that do have the alpha hydrogen atom, the aldol condensation reaction will be preferred. So if you are going to be see the mechanism, in a first step, a base is going to be show the nucleophilic addition towards the aldehyde, and we are going to be get the formation of the alkoxide ion. In a first step, you are going to be get the what is the first step? It is the nucleophilic addition. The second step will be what? In the second step, we are going to be get the formation of the this hydride will be going to be attack onto the second molecule of aldehyde. So this is what, like reduction reaction. We can easily see this oxide ion will come back and this hydride is going to be transferred into the second molecule of the aldehyde, and we are going to be get formation of carboxylic acid. This is R C double bond O OH, carboxylic acid as a product, and I will get what, R C O minus H, alkoxide ion. So first step is the nucleophilic addition and second step is the hydride ion transfer. In a third step, it is a rapid acid base reaction. So in a third step, this oxide ion will pick up the proton from the carboxylic acid and we are going to get the formation of the carboxylate ion and alcohol as the product. So they are what, rapid transfer of the product, and we are going to be get salt of acid and alcohol as the product. So this is the general mechanism for Cannizzaro reaction with benzaldehyde as the starting material. That hydroxide ion will be attacked onto the carbonyl carbon, will give the tetrahedral intermediate like alkoxide ion. This alkoxide ion will give the transfer of the hydride ion into the another molecule of the aldehyde, and we are going to be get what, this benzaldehyde will be converted into the alcohol. So that is a reduced product, and this tetrahedral intermediate will be converted into the benzoic acid product, which is the oxidized. That means the starting material, which is the aldehyde, in basic condition will give benzoic acid as the oxidized product and benzyl alcohol as the reduced product. So that's why it is a self oxidation reduction reaction. Furfural can also use this reaction. The product form will be the furoic acid and furfuryl alcohol in presence of the strong alkali. So this is the furfuraldehyde. In strong alkali, will give the formation of furoic acid and furfuryl alcohol. So two molecules of the furfuraldehyde will be utilized. Intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction is also possible in case of the phthalaldehyde. So this is the phthalaldehyde, in which two molecules of the aldehydes are there. One will undergo the oxidation, so we are going to get acid, and another aldehyde will undergo reduction, so we are going to get alcohol. So both aldehyde are the part of the same molecule, so that's why it will be called intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction. The reaction condition will be the same like Cannizzaro. So this is also the Glyoxal type of the reaction. So this aldehyde, one aldehyde will undergo the oxidation, another aldehyde will undergo the reduction, and we are going to get formation of this product. So this is the example. 2-methoxybenzaldehyde, two molecules will undergo the Cannizzaro reaction in basic condition. One molecule will give the acid and another molecule will give the alcohol. So this is also the same example that we have seen into the last slide. This is the general representative mechanism. Base will be attacked into the carbonyl carbon. We will get alkoxide. That alkoxide will give the hydride ion to the another molecule of aldehyde, and product will be the acid and alcohol. So this is the reaction with 4-nitrobenzaldehyde. In basic condition, we are going to get 4-nitrobenzyl alcohol and 4-nitrobenzoic acid as a sodium salt. So this is also the Cannizzaro reaction example. So in this video, we have seen what are the different type of the reactions are possible with the carbonyl compound. We have seen the 4 to 5 examples of the reaction, in which we have seen what is Cannizzaro reaction, what is Knoevenagel condensation, what is Claisen-Schmidt condensation, what is benzoin condensation. For all these 4 reactions, we have seen different starting material requirement, as well as we have also seen what is the catalyst or the reaction conditions are there and product forms. So if you like the content of this video, you can share this video as well as you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.